Like you rightly mentioned, and today, Times Now was the first one to break it to you that it is now going to be Bharat. Will India be known exclusively as Bharat from here on? Will the government bring a resolution to that effect in the special session of Parliament? Is this a name change or just a reclamation of the country's original name? Does it entail a constitutional amendment? And is this a reaction to the opposition alliance being renamed I.N.D.I.A? So many questions, and naturally so, because it's going to be a big change. All of these questions arose after Times Now first broke today morning that it's likely the government will officially refer to our country as Bharat in all communication henceforth. Then an invitation sent by the president for the G20 event mentioned her as President of Bharat instead of President of India, reinforcing and stamping what our story said. A resolution now to this effect may be brought in the upcoming special session of Parliament. But the bigger debate now over this name change is political, on its need, its intent, its timing, and its very utility. Mind you, this comes on a day when the I.N.D.I.A alliance was holding their first strategy meeting in Delhi. No wonder then that all the constituents of I.N.D.I.A are claiming that this is a small-minded attempt to try and divert attention, to try and take away attention from their grouping only through some grammatical jugglery and the familiar politics of changing names. The BJP, though, is clear that this is not a change. It is a reclamation, a return to roots and a reiteration of the original cultural identity of our country.
There's nothing in the mind of the government except the fact that our country is Bharat. And some people may call it or would have called it India, but original name of this country is Bharat only. And even the constitution says India, that is Bharat. So primacy to Bharat is recognized by the constitution.
क्योंकि हमारे नारे में ही है, जुड़ेगा भारत, जीतेगा इंडिया। ये पूरी तरीके से साफ हो गया है कि ये लोग डरे हुए हैं। कुछ दिन पहले तक वोट फॉर इंडिया बोलते थे, अब जो है इंडिया का नाम छुपा करके भारत लिख रहे हैं। लेकिन भारत इंडिया में क्या अंतर है? कोई अंतर नहीं है। भारत ही इंडिया है, इंडिया ही भारत है।
सुना मोदी जी को अब इंडिया नाम से प्रॉब्लम हो गई और नाम बदल रहे हैं, भारत कर रहे हैं। अरे पूरा विश्वास रहा है मोदी जी आप पर। आप हमसे नफरत कीजिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। हमारी विचारधारा से नफरत करते हैं, हमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं। इंडिया से नफरत मत कीजिए।
देखिए, पहला बार हमारा संविधान में क्लियरली बोला हुआ है इंडिया यानी कि भारत, और ये जो भारत नाम है ये हजारों साल से चला हुआ है, इसीलिए भारत को कोई नया नाम देने का जरूरत नहीं है। हमारा ये देश भारत था, भारत है और भारत रहेगा। कांग्रेस पार्टी का क्या प्रॉब्लम है? उन्होंने भारत जोड़ो यात्रा क्यों किया, इंडिया जोड़ो यात्रा क्यों नहीं किया?
The question then is this a name modification or simply a reclamation of cultural identity or a shrewd political maneuver? More importantly, is this a reaction to the opposition now being renamed I.N.D.I.A? And if yes, then has the change to Bharat managed to take away the nation and nationalist pitch made by I.N.D.I.A so far? Simply put, is this now a 2024 fight between Modi's Bharat and Rahul Gandhi's I.N.D.I.A? Joining us on the debate is Guru Prakash, national spokesperson of the BJP, Tushar Gupta, senior editor at Swarajya, A. Saravanan, spokesperson of the DMK, Ghanshyam Tiwari of the Samajwadi Party will be joining us, Ejaz Ahmed of the RJD with us, and leader of the Congress, Lokesh Jindal. But Guru Prakash, I want to start with you. Is the BJP, as has been alleged so far, now trying to change the constitution? India, that is Bharat. Now you want it to be only Bharat. Also, Article 52 of our Constitution says there shall be a President of India. But today the G20 invite says President of Bharat. Has the BJP effectively now decided to change the Constitution?
Padmaja, a very warm good evening to you and all my fellow panelists. And I think there are multiple examples from our culture, from our civilizational text, from Vishnu Puran, I think my friends from the other side would know. And with start of every puja, we say Jambu Dvipe Bharat Khande. I think there is absolutely not an iota of doubt. Our commitment, our faith in the idea of Bharat is Sanatan. But what is the problem of the opposition parties is beyond my comprehension. Anything Indian, anything Bharatiya, anything Sanatani, anything related to Sanskriti, they have a fundamental problem with it. If you allow me, the name Bharat, Bha stands for Bhav, R for Rag, T for Tal. ये भाव है, ये राग है, ये ताल है, ये संस्कार का भाव है, ये राग है संस्कृति का, ये लय है हमारे सनातन का. What is your problem with it? एक दिन your leader Udayanidhi Stalin comes out and attacks, he vouches for eradication of Sanatan Dharma, and the second day you have a problem with the word Bharat. India, that is Bharat, which was envisioned by, drafted by none other than Bharat Ratna, Baba Saheb Ambedkar. It's a matter of commitment for each one of us. What is your problem? Padmaja, we have to understand, Bharat में अपनापन है, भारत में भरोसा है, भारत में विश्वास है, भारत में आस्था है. But this opposition led by the Congress party, which was conceived by none other than A.O. Hume, is a product of colonial mindset.
But Jairam Ramesh is saying that Bharat stands for...
And that is the reason they have a fundamental problem with it.
Guru Prakash, Jairam Ramesh says Bharat stands for bring harmony, amity, reconciliation and trust. And that is the motto of all I.N.D.I.A parties. Bring harmony, amity, reconciliation and trust.
I think, therefore, I think the model presented by Udayanidhi Stalin is a perfect model for harmony. It's a perfect model for trust. One person who is a son of a serving chief minister, leader of the DMK, is giving a clarion call for eradication of Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma ka sarva mool sarvanash karna. This is your idea of harmony?
Okay, first let's take it to the Congress.
I want to ask you.
Because we brought up Jairam Ramesh.
10 seconds.
Well,
10
if
seconds.
Bharat is initially the idea of the Congress, you should gladly claim it as an impact. Bharat Jodo Yatra impact.
In fact, let me correct my dear friend. Sir, Bharat means the Sanskrit root term Bharat stands for to carry the light of wisdom, knowledge, which promotes harmony. It's not all that rag and tal, whatever you said. Secondly, this form of a reaction from the BJP was something that we were expecting. Because what has happened is now this India alliance, which has increased from 26 to 28 parties, now is able to garner 68% of votes. BJP knows it very well. Today, these 28 political parties, they influence 68% of the total voter share, and BJP, well aware of this fact, is rattled to the core. That is why the very word India, it brings shivers to their spine. They are in a state of panic. So anything India that reminds them of this form of a threat to their position and power, they want to do away with it. But sir, this is not your party. This is Constitution of India. You are only forming a government for 5 years.
I.N.D.I.A said, if you speak against us, you speak against India, you are against the nation, and you are trying to take that platform away from them. So you have reverted to the past, and now you've gone from India to Bharat. Guru Prakash, fear?
No. Padmaja, I was patiently listening to my friend from the other side, and I'm happy that he mentions the word Constitution. The Constitution has been bypassed only once in the glorious history of our country, and it was none other than your government, sir, Congress party that bypassed constitution, that murdered the ethos and the values of the constitution. संविधान के आदर्शों की दिन दहाड़े हत्या करने वाली.
But Guru Prakash, you're dodging the question. The question is about the timing. For the last 9 years, you did not have a problem with India. You had Skill India, you had Speak India, you had Team India, you had, Startup India. Now suddenly you have woken up to Bharat. Is this the I.N.D.I.A impact?
Padmaja, this is a figment of your imagination. Even today, we have no problem with any such word. We have no problem with India. Who says we have a problem with India? If we are asserting ourselves in the civilizational roots of the country, then what is your problem? We have absolutely no problem with any concept, any word. India is an eternal word. But Bharat also. If we are trying to go back to our roots, if we are trying to reinvigorate the civilizational consciousness of our country, then what is the problem? In 2011, Padmaja, you would very well remember Pranab Mukherjee, he had a prefix His Excellency, he removed the name His Excellency. There are certain things in the next 25 years, which is going to be the Amrit Kal of our country. We are going to take pride in our culture, in our civilization, no matter what happens.
Okay, respond Ghanshyam Tiwari. India will exist, but Bharat will assert itself. It's got nothing to do with I.N.D.I.A. It's simply asserting the cultural history and roots. Ghanshyam Tiwari.
Good evening, Padmaja, to you, the viewers and fellow co-panelists. 3 quick points. One is that if Prime Minister is so hell-bent on doing experiments with the nationhood, with the essence of how we describe ourselves as people, how our constitution describes ourselves, let him start with Gujarat. Do they have the courage to change the name of Gujarat to anything? Let him change the model of one nation, one businessman that they are following with Adani Group, and maybe call Gujarat as Adani Samooh. The second part is that BJP that asserts itself with respect to culture. The founding fathers of the organization cooperated with the British to ensure that the British rule prolongs. Had BJP not cooperated with the British in the Quit India movement, India would have gained independence a year or two or more sooner. But the BJP's forefathers, the Sangh, Parivar, cooperated fully.
Sir, stick to the topic.
And
India versus
it's
Bharat.
relevant to the topic.
What is your argument about India versus Bharat?
That is the argument, that BJP is saying that India is a legacy of the British. What a shame. One of their MPs is saying that India ab gali lagti hai. I belong to Indian Air Force.
I'm just coming back to you, Guru Prakash. I'm coming back to you. 20 seconds, let him finish his point. I'm coming back to you for a rebuttal. The question is very simple. Do you, Ghanshyam Tiwari, have a problem with referring to the country as Bharat?
That today that BJP के MP कह रहे हैं, who swore on Constitution of India, that India गाली लगती है इन्हें. The question is why? Why does Bharatiya Janata Party, who does not have a courage to tinker with the name Gujarat, who cooperated with the British, आज उन्हें इंडिया गाली क्यों लग रही है? क्योंकि जिस कल्चर के बारे में गुरु प्रकाश कह रहे हैं मेरे मित्र, that culture is the idea of Manusmriti. They will not stop till the entire.
If the word Bharat is Manusmriti, just a second, I'm coming to you, Guru Prakash. If the word Bharat is Manusmriti, then you really will have to look within your own party, because on the 4th of August 2004, here is what a very big politician said. Say no to India, that is Bharat. Instead have Bharat, that is India, in the constitution. A resolution for constitutional amendment to this effect was moved by this senior politician and was adopted unanimously by the UP Assembly on the 4th of August 2004. Now let's play a quick quiz. Who is this big politician who moved a constitution amendment saying, and I repeat, say no to India, that is Bharat, instead have Bharat, that is India? Who said this? Ghanshyam Tiwari.
Well, it was not said in response to an alliance. Did the same politician that you talk about, the continuing the
this
quiz,
constitution amendment was moved by your senior most leader, Netaji Mulayam Singh Yadav.
I know.
He said India should be Bharat.
Allow me to complete. Did he say that? Netaji was Defense Minister of India.
Not only did he say that, he brought in a constitution amendment which was unanimously adopted.
Allow me to complete.
In the assembly. It's a matter of record.
Allow me to complete. Did he say that India is Gali? Did he say that India is Ghamandiya? Did he say that India is Indian Mujahideen? That is what Prime Minister of India says. That is what members of
Sir,
Bharatiya
but
Janata
you
Party say.
agree
And on
that
Manusmriti
your
point,
party leader wanted India to be called Bharat. It is your senior most leader, Padma Vibhushan Mulayam Singh ji, whose wishes are being fulfilled by your arch nemesis, the BJP, who also gave him the Padma Vibhushan, by the way.
Who said that his wishes was to hate India and give gali to India? Did he say that India ko gali do?
Okay, quick
BJP
response to
gali
this.
de rahe hain?
He just wanted Bharat. He didn't want to abuse India. Guru Prakash.
I know, Padmaja, I am very hurt today. You are comparing late Mulayam Singh Yadav ji to one member of parliament of Bharatiya Janata Party. This is unacceptable. You have to understand, you are insulting the soul and sentiment of Padma Vibhushan Mulayam Singh Yadav ji. Number one. Number two, Ghanshyam ji is a very good friend of mine, but I will not allow this to happen on a national television. And I strongly object to it. And I question you, Ghanshyam ji, if you have any evidence to establish what allegations that you just made that BJP helped the British in the 1942. Absolutely not. I throw an open challenge. मैं आपको चुनौती देता हूं, अगर आपके पास 1% भी कोई लॉजिक है, कोई एविडेंस है, तो यहां दिखाइए, या ये झूठा नैरेटिव अपना बंद करिए आप. Samajwadi Party, of all the political parties in existence, the senior leader of Samajwadi Party, Azam Khan, pointing towards Baba Saheb Ambedkar, he has the audacity to say, ye Baba Saheb Ambedkar sabse bade bhoo mafiya hain. This is your party. And the same Baba Saheb Ambedkar moves a resolution, drafts the preamble of the constitution, and has said that India, that is Bharat. So I think of all the political parties, Samajwadi Party has zero locus standi, has no moral authority to speak on this. You should learn from your patriarch. You should learn from someone who started the party of Samajwadi Party. You should learn from Ram Manohar Lohia, with whom you get inspiration. आप जिनके नाम पे राजनीति करते हैं, आप उन्हीं को भूल जाते हैं आज. Today you have forgotten Ram Manohar Lohia. Today you have forgotten Mulayam Singh Yadav. I sincerely urge you, please avoid making this logic-less allegations.
Okay, quick response, Ghanshyam Tiwari, then I really must open it up. Tushar Gupta, Mr. Saravanan, everyone wants to come in. Quick response, please. Ghanshyam Tiwari.
For any of you viewers who has any doubt about the way RSS played into the hands of British, or Hindu Mahasabha played into the hands of British. Okay, so let's not get
sidetracked into a completely different debate. This happens every time. Let's please stick to India versus Bharat. We are not here to talk about historical contributions. Please, let's not sidetrack. Let me bring in Mr. Saravanan. It is basically a smart political ploy. Maximum you can question his timing, but can you question the basis? Like Guru Prakash said, it is well established that our constitution itself refers to India, that is Bharat. Our Puranas have already spoken about to the land which is to the south of the Himalayas is the land of Bharat, and its residents are Bharatiyas. It has been chronicled. We are simply reclaiming it, not changing it. Mr. Saravanan.
Yeah, Padmaja, I'm like very disappointed that nobody have used the word master stroke yet, because it looks like one.
We left it
for
to
whatever
you, Mr.
Modi ji does is a master stroke. I don't know why no one. Yeah,
maybe
I thought somebody else.
You wanted to call it Modi ji's master
probably
stroke.
The BJP spokesperson. Why? We all know the master strokes. What will happen to the master strokes? We all know demonetization. A lot of master strokes are there. We know how disastrous it has become. So I thought I should give that privilege to somebody else there. But probably they are sick and tired of speaking about the Modi ji's master strokes. If we put it in that context, I think this is one of his, probably all his followers would say that this is one of his another master strokes. So what this master stroke is trying to achieve? Is this going to transform the lives of people who are affected by the rising gas price? Is it going to be helpful for the people who are spending 100 rupees for a liter of petrol? Are they going to bring down the food prices, the inflation? Is it going to bring down inflation? What change it is going to make? Mr. Modi ji promised that he will transform the lives of Indians. After 10 years, he can only change the name of our country. Apart from that, he is not able to do anything else at all. To call him, probably there is
same
this
kind
big
of changes that eradicating Sanatan is going to bring. Just like your farmers are currently fighting for Kaveri water, that, instead you are talking about eradicating Sanatan, same kind of difference.
Yes. Yes, Padmaja, see, whatever it is, caste hierarchy should be fought tooth and nail.
So culture should also
Nobody
be
can have
reclaimed.
any two views about it. We will fight.
But cultural identity should not be
BJP is a
reclaimed?
party which promotes caste hierarchy. It is for the upper caste Hindus.
Fine.
It is not bothered about anybody else.
Are you saying that India as a country,
I am asking.
cultural identity should not be reclaimed? It's as political. It's a political statement, just like you made a political statement about Sanatan.
What cultural identity?
However,
what
borderline
cultural
hate
identity you
speech
are
it
talking
was.
about?
This is a non-hate-worthy, simple political statement about reclaiming culture.
Yes. Yeah, Padmaja. The BJP is a party which is not bothered about the culture of anybody else. It is not bothered about the pluralistic nature of our country. They want to homogenize. Oneness is their most loved word. Oneness is the only word which the BJP loves. They are not bothered about the culture of Kerala, culture of Karnataka, culture of Tamil Nadu. They want to destroy all that. They don't spend that much of money for the languages. They spend money only for Sanskrit and Hindi. They don't spend money. So please don't preach us about the Bharatiya Janata Party's love for culture of India. They are not bothered.
Bharatiya Janata Party. Another very senior politician who said, again, let us be very clear, the copyright over culture or Sanatan or Bharatiyata is not of the Bharatiya Janata Party or any other party. People across the board have got copyright over it since they are people of the country. Now here is another very senior politician who said, let righteousness and dharma prevail and all communities and societies progress. Let our beloved motherland regain its lost glory and the sons of Bharat be victorious. Let everyone be part of the same consciousness. Who is this politician? It is not anyone from Jan Sangh. It is not anyone from BJP, Mr. Saravanan. It is Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya.
Yeah, Padmaja, see, we are talking about this renaming. Have they announced it? The BJP spokesperson here, does he know for sure that they are going to change the name? Are we just clutching at straws? Are we just speaking about hypothetical situations, wasting your time and my time and the time of the people who are watching it?
What's your
We don't
point?
even have clarity about it. Tomorrow the BJP will do some other circus. My point is that it is not yet full, it's like not yet confirmed.
But sir,
What is the guarantee that it will happen?
Your chief minister wrote about it and called it a fascist tendency. I mean, if that's a waste of time. But essentially the point being made, Tushar Gupta, that this is what is called shigufa in Hindi. You know, you float a trial balloon and you change the narrative. When people are talking about I.N.D.I.A, you are like Bharat. It's a trial balloon. Respond, Tushar Gupta. Political narrative change.
You know, the frightened opposition, and I hate to use this word, but it's what it appears like, the frightened opposition since the last week has been taken for a ride. First, they were losing their sleep over one nation, one poll, unable to decipher if it was happening or not. Today, they are losing their sleep on something else. The truth is, Padmaja, that by coming up with an acronym, I.N.D.I.A, they thought they could fake their patriotism and people would buy it. They might as well. But can they fake their connect to the civilization, the cultural ethos that we are very proud of as Indians? When one party says that Sanatan Dharam is like dengue or malaria, compares it with the most heinous of diseases, they won't understand what the term Bharat means to a billion people of India, be it Hindus, be it Muslims, be it Christians, be it Sikhs, be it Parsis, Jains or Buddhists. They won't understand. The Congress talks about bringing harmony, amity, reconciliation and trust. Can this alliance, where people do not trust each other within the alliance, bring that harmony? Have we not seen the law and order situation in Bengal and Bihar? They talk about reconciliation. This is an alliance of parties that change their colors on the first available opportunity. They'll reconcile with the interest of the voters. They talk about amity or friendly relationships. They have a member from Delhi and Punjab who was very happily shutting hospitals to people from outside Delhi in the name of saving the city. They talk about trust. They don't even trust each other on the most core issues of this alliance.
So you're saying
what are
that
they propagating?
basically I.N.D.I.A is out of touch with the ethos of Bharat.
They're out of touch with the... What else explains the utterances by the DMK leader, Padmaja? What else explains that this disdain for Hindu and everything that is Hinduism? What else explains that in 2019 there was a Congress leader who has an advocate was arguing in the Supreme Court that, my lords, please delay the decision on Ram Mandir because that might impact the Lok Sabha elections.
First Mr. Saravanan respond, then Lokesh Jindal. Essentially shows you're out of touch with the ethos is the argument, the opposition. Mr. Saravanan.
The BJP, which is the BJP which is out of touch with reality, out of touch with the common man. They are not worried about any of the issues, any of the problems of the common man. The young man who's out of college, who's out of school, is without job. Mr. Modi promised 2 crore jobs. Where were the jobs? Talk about the jobs. Why are you talking about imaginary things? You have an IT spell which is spreading only fake news, and the biggest fake news spreader said that our leader called for genocide.
I'm sorry,
genocide
who did you call
in
imaginary? Are you saying Bharat is imaginary, or are you saying Sanatan is imaginary?
Do you have the administrative ability to stop it?
What are you calling
imaginary?
imaginary?
The administrative ability to stop it? And you are claiming you are an administrative king. You are not even able to stop the killing when you are the chief minister. You are not able to do that when you are the prime minister. And you are saying you are in touch with the ethos. You are not even able to give
Prakash,
protection to the
talking about imaginary cultural roots when realities of Indians are ignored. Guru Prakash, respond. I want to bring in Mr. Ejaz Ahmed also. Yes.
No, I was patiently listening to my friend from the DMK, and obviously his passion is commendable. He has raised some points that what have we done for our culture, what have we done for the Tamil culture. I think he should go and read about the Kashi Tamil Sangamam that has started last year. Number 2, Prime Minister Modi has announced there is going to be a Thiruvallur statue in Paris, France. 100 such other initiative has been undertaken in the last 9 years. Now you talk about caste hierarchy. How do you define caste hierarchy? The leadership of DMK, the chief ministership of Tamil Nadu will go only to one family. That is your definition. That is your strategy to dissolve hierarchy. Is that the true idea of social justice? That a son becomes the chief minister after the father completes his tenure? This is your idea of social justice? In the name of dynasty, in the name of family politics, in the name of privilege, you are attacking Sanatan Dharma. You have to understand. And you are talking about the issues. Please go and check the rates of the gas prices. In your time, in the UPA time, inflation rate was up and growth rate of the country is down. Today, sir, India has become the 5th largest economy on the path of becoming the 3rd largest economy. India has become the first country in the world to reach the south pole of the moon.
All cultures were addressed.
So we don't need any
Bharatiya
gang from you, but
culture,
we have to
Tamil culture,
understand and respect the culture and
Padmaja, let me
civilization.
answer. Padmaja, he has made some allegations. Let me answer that. Let me answer that. Yeah. See, BJP. Can the BJP speak about dynasty? Who is Jai Shah? On what account did he become the BCCI secretary? Who is Dharmendra Pradhan? Who is Piyush Goyal? Are there not any dynasts in the BJP at all? What temerity, what audacity the BJP has to speak about dynasty politics and corruption.
Okay, from culture we have gone to dynasty. No, again, this is classic way of being sidetracked, and it's unfair to Mr. Ejaz Ahmed, who is sitting patiently. Ejaz Ahmed ji, I want to read to you, because we're looking at it, कि ये आज की पॉलिटिक्स और आज के इलेक्शंस के लिए किया जा रहा है. I actually want to quote to you some of the things that were said in the Constituent Assembly during the Constituent Assembly debates. Kamlapati Tripathi said, and I quote, "Sir, I am enamored by the historic name of Bharat. The mere utterance of this word conjures before us by a stroke of magic the picture of cultured life of centuries that have, one by one. In my opinion, there is no other country in the world which has such a history, such a culture and such a name whose age is counted in millenniums as our country has." कमलापति त्रिपाठी कोई बीजेपी के तो थे नहीं, ना ही वो जनसंघ के थे, वो कांग्रेस के थे और शायद उनके बहुत बड़ा नाम थे. उन्होंने कहा था कि ये एक नाम अकेला ऐसा है जो हमारी सभ्यता की याद दिलाता है सिर्फ नाम लेने भर से. अगर उस नाम को आज वापस रिवाइव किया जाए, क्या आप उसको सिर्फ ये कह सकते हैं कि वो I.N.D.I.A के रिएक्शन में किया गया है? ये तो 1947 से लोग कहते आए हैं.
देखिए ये बात तो स्पष्ट है कि जो 17-18 जुलाई को I.N.D.I.A की बैठक हुई और उसमें जो नाम इंडिया रखा गया, उसके बाद से भारतीय जनता पार्टी के खेमे में बेचैनी स्पष्ट रूप से दिख रही है. और उसके बाद से जिस तरह से प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जिन लफ्जों का इस्तेमाल किया, जिन शब्दों का इस्तेमाल किया, ये किसी भी दृष्टिकोण से उचित नहीं है। भारत के प्रधानमंत्री हैं, इंडिया के प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैं, और वो इंडिया को घमंडिया कहते हैं, इंडिया को इंडियन मुजाहिदीन से तुलना करते हैं। इस तरह की बातें करने का मतलब ही है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को बेचैनी हो गई है, क्योंकि इनके ऊपर अब जनता का विश्वास रहा नहीं है, जनता इन पर विश्वास कर रही है नहीं, क्योंकि इन्होंने जिस तरह से जुमलाबाजी किया, जिस तरह से नौजवानों को ठगी का शिकार बनाया, 2 करोड़ रोजगार का वादा किया और दिया है 7,22,000
होना चाहिए। ये बात तो इंडिया I.N.D.I.A के बहुत पहले से कही जाती रही है। ये ऐसा तो है नहीं कि इस साल के बाद से ही बात शुरू हुई है।
देखिए,
दशकों से ये बात कही जाती रही है।
देखिए पद्मजा जी, स्पष्ट रूप से भारत के जो प्रियम्बुल में है, इंडिया इज भारत, भारत ही इंडिया है, इंडिया ही भारत है। और इस तरह से जब आप विदेशों में जाते हैं तो अपने आप को इंडियन प्राइम मिनिस्टर कहलाने में गौरवान्वित महसूस करते हैं।
विष्णु पुराण
आपने ही नाम दिया था, आपने ही नाम दिया था। पद्मा जी सुन लीजिए, वोट फॉर इंडिया प्रधानमंत्री जी ने नारा लगाया था 2019 के चुनाव में, और अन्य जगह जो चुनाव होते रहे वहां। उसके बाद इन्होंने अनेकों तरह के योजनाएं चलाई, स्टार्टअप इंडिया, मेक इन इंडिया, खेलो इंडिया, बढ़ता इंडिया, जीतेगा इंडिया, टीम इंडिया, स्किल इंडिया, फेम इंडिया, स्टैंड अप इंडिया। ये क्या है? भारतीय जनता पार्टी,
कांग्रेस ने भी तो भारत जोड़ो यात्रा चलाई,
और उनके लोगों में जुड़ेगा इंडिया, जीतेगा भारत।
आपको इंडिया से इतनी आपत्ति क्यों है? कांग्रेस ने भी तो भारत जोड़ो यात्रा चलाई थी सर, उसका क्या जवाब है आपके पास? आप जुमलेबाजी की बात कर रहे हैं। आपके लीडर प्रेस में कहते हैं बिहार का जीडीपी देश में सबसे आगे है, इससे बड़ा जुमला क्या हो सकता है? कांग्रेस को 2 महीने पहले तक तो भारत जोड़ो यात्रा बहुत अच्छी लग रही थी, भारत जोड़ो यात्रा की बातें होती थी दिन रात। आज भारत शब्द से ही आपको दिक्कत हो रही है। आपके अलायंस के जो लीडर हैं वो कह रहे हैं एक और भारत जोड़ो यात्रा निकालेंगे, आप कह रहे भारत तो इमेजिनरी है, डीएमके कहते हैं भारत तो इमेजिनरी कल्चर की बातें हैं,
एजाज जी
कोई कहता है जुमला है,
उसका विरोध करते हैं, और फिर
भारत जीतेगा इंडिया
एफिडेविट देते हैं। यह स्पष्ट करता है कि जब हम पिछड़ों की बात करते हैं, दलितों की बात करते हैं, जब हम अति पिछड़ों की बात करते हैं, हम वंचितों शोषितों की बात करते हैं, हम जो सवर्ण वर्ग में गरीब लोग हैं उनके उत्थान की बात करते हैं, तो इनको बेचैनी होती है। और इसी बेचैनी में ये इस तरह का बात कर रहे हैं। इस तरह की बात करने वाली भारतीय जनता पार्टी को अब देश की जनता स्वीकार करने के लिए तैयार नहीं है, क्योंकि इनकी राजनीति है हम दो हमारे दो, और दो
जोड़ के देखा
दो की राजनीति में पूरा देश को ये कहीं ना कहीं जो बाबा साहब भीमराव अम्बेडकर का संविधान है।
वंडर वेदर द आयरनी ऑफ मेंबर्स ऑफ I.N.D.I.A saying that Bharat is the exclusive property of Bharatiya Janata Party, how counterintuitive it is for you. Why are you giving the copyright of Bharat to Bharatiya Janata Party, Lokesh Jindal? Because you know, a private member's bill was brought in by another very senior leader who said, when he brought in a private member's bill in 2012, India denotes a territorial concept, whereas Bharat signifies much more than mere territory. When we praise our country, we say Bharat Mata ki Jai, not India ki Jai. There are various grounds for changing the name of our country to simply Bharat, because Bharat generates a sense of patriotism and electrifies the people of this country. In this regard, it is relevant to recall a popular song, जहां डाल डाल पे सोने की चिड़िया करती है बसेरा, वो भारत देश है मेरा। ना बताइए अब कौन से भाजपा के लीडर ने ये प्राइवेट मेंबर्स बिल लाया था? Who was that BJP leader?
No, I want to make a point here.
Answer the question.
Now, Bharat,
Bhai, everyone is saying Bharatiya is being brought in by Bharatiya Janata Party as some kind of diversionary tactic. Answer me, who brought in a private members bill in 2012? Officially saying India should be named only Bharat. Who brought in the private members bill?
No, this has been a topic of debate since 1947. And during the Constituent Assembly, this topic was debated.
Sir, you are very well versed. Let me ask Ghanshyam Tiwari. Since he didn't know the Mulayam Singh answer, who is this person who brought a private members bill, Ghanshyam Tiwari? Suddenly he is left. All right. Lokesh Jindal, back to you. Unfortunately, Ghanshyam Tiwari has put the spotlight squarely back on you. Who is this member of parliament?
Well, you may enlighten me with that.
It's Shantaram Nayak, who was from the Congress party, brought in a private members bill in 2012, said that it is only with Bharat that the entire Bharatiya population is electrified. It instills a sense of patriotism. The point is, yes, maybe it is smart strategy on the part of the Bharatiya Janata Party, but it is not their copyright. It is not their idea. You go ahead. You claim copyright. Bharat Jodo Yatra impact. What's stopping you?
The way Bharat is our ancient heritage. Similarly, India is also an ancient heritage. It's a historical heritage.
How?
We don't have any problem with Bharat, but why does BJP have problem with India? See, if you talk
what
about
is the history of
the
India?
Greeks.
कौन
No,
से
because
पुराण
when
में
you
लिखा
talk
था
about
कि
the
हम हैं I.N.D.I.A?
Okay. When you talk about the Greeks, when they came to India at that point of time, we had Megasthenes, who was the ambassador in the court of Chandragupta Maurya. He wrote Megasthenes Indica because the river Indus was the primary river on the basis of which the name India was given to the civilization that resides near this river Indus. Even today, we have the Indus Valley civilization, which is way more ancient than the Gangetic civilization as per the historical reports. So that is one of the
Now we have a truly historic
India.
debate. Go on. Guru Prakash, you are also a professor. Answer this googly. When Megasthenes spoke of the Indus Valley civilization, India has as rich a cultural history and resonance as Bharat.
No, Padmaja, like I said in my previous observation, there is absolutely no problem. There is absolutely no denial in the significance of India. But Congress के पेट में भारत के नाम से दर्द क्यों होता है? I want to ask, why was the name Tiruvananthapuram changed? Why was Mysore changed to Karnataka? Why was Calcutta changed to Kolkata? I want to ask you, it was the Communist Party. It was your party that has changed the name in the past. But look at you. Look at that. There is absolutely zero moral compass when it comes to the Congress Party. I was listening to Ejaz Ahmed ji. बात चांद की हो रही है, आप सूर्य पे चले गए हैं. RJD of all the political party is speaking of वंचित, शोषित, पीड़ित, दलित. आरजेडी राष्ट्रीय जनता दल चीफ मिनिस्टर कौन होगा तो तेजस्वी होंगे, हेल्थ मिनिस्टर कौन होगा तेज प्रताप यादव होंगे, विधान परिषद कौन जाएगा तो माताजी जाएंगी, राज्यसभा कौन जाएगा तो मीसा भारती जाएंगी. अ फैमिली बेस्ड एंटरप्राइज, अ फैमिली बेस्ड पॉलिटिकल पार्टी स्पीकिंग अबाउट सोशल जस्टिस, गिविंग ज्ञान अबाउट वंचित, शोषित, पीड़ित इज एब्सोल्युटली अ लाई. For the first time, Padmaja, we have seen real social justice happening, but we have to understand the idea of Bharat is a rooted idea. It's based on our civilizational ethos, and Congress party with their colonial mindset will have a problem with it. And that's absolutely very natural. An institution that was structured, an institution that was started by A.O. Hume will have this. The Congress party in its resolution from 1885 to 1929, what was the flag that you were using? When was the Union Jack removed? I want to ask my friend from the Congress party. Okay. So the Congress party of all the political parties, speaking of this colonial hangover, today the time has come.
Okay.
It is 2023.
And also remember this. Also remember this in conclusion. Again, I don't want to get into the individual contributions, etc., because that is a much longer debate and one that has been done very, very frequently. Final word, Mr. Saravanan, just a reminder that if you're saying that change of names is only a diversionary tactic.
Yes.
Why did you rename Madras to Tamil Nadu? And the DMK said we were instrumental in doing so.
That is.
Why did you rename Madras?
Yes, because Madras is not a Tamil name. Because Madras is not a Tamil name. Chennai is a Tamil name.
India is an Indian name.
Now you are talking about history. No, see, let me come to it. You asked a question, I answered. Now listen to me. You know what? We were talking about history. Muhammad Ali Jinnah of the Muslim League objected to the name India. So this is going to be the first time ever BJP is going to listen to what the Muslim League says. Now social media is abuzz. If you look at the Twitter feed, there are information, there are news going. South Asia Index, he said, Pakistan may lay claim on name India if India de-recognizes it officially at UN level. This is what a spectator index. South Asia Index says.
South Asia Index is famous for propagating the Pakistani agenda, Mr. Saravanan.
Our affairs.
Fact check to kariye.
Is this how they're going to do it?
Mr. Saravanan, the handle you're quoting is known for propagating Pakistani agenda.
Okay, I mean, we were having such an elevated Megasthenes debate and suddenly we have come to Pakistani Twitter handles. Let's not end on that note.
That de-escalated quickly.
All right, very quickly, Guru Prakash, you were responding? Yes.
No, see, this is the true nature and character, true nature and signature of DMK. Yesterday, they were thinking of eradicating the Sanatan Dharma. Today, they are taking a leaf out of Jannah's book. So I think this is the true nature, character of the DMK, Dravid Munetri Kadgam, and it is out in the open. You cannot do politics in the name of fault lines. कभी देश के नाम पे, कभी क्षेत्र के नाम पे, कभी जाति के नाम पे, कभी भाषा के नाम पे. Please. Let's come together. One India, one vision, one people. Let's come and see a vision together. Today India is going on the moon, sir. अभी भी वही बात कर रहे हैं आप. You're comparing eternal civilizational ethos, Sanatan Dharma to dengue and malaria. This is your true mindset, but we have to come together.
Okay.
If we have become the 5th largest economy. If we have to become the Vishwa Guru. We have to come together, sir.
Okay, Guru Prakash, we leave it at that. Also, just a small side note on a lighter vein. Bharat is going on the moon, but it will take some getting used to of Bharat versus India. Thanks very much, all gentlemen, for joining me. After raising political temperature with